You mentioned a couple of websites, a couple of resources. I guess mine is a two-part question because I think what we found is that there's a lot of people who are passionate about it because they know there's a problem, right? And for them, it's not something. I mean, for them, it's like, yeah, of course. Why would you drink the water that's loaded with all this stuff? And then there's another group that maybe have a little bit of awareness, and those are those people who are looking for the testing. And then there's the third group that don't know that there's such a thing, such an issue, right? I guess so. I have a two-part question for somebody who is looking for the testing. What's like the next step to do, and go from there? I know you mentioned a couple of the resources, but just go a little bit deeper in that, and then follow up with that as well. What do we do about people who they don't even know that it's an issue, right? They don't even think to test. They don't. You ask them, "Oh, my water's fine. It tastes fine," and they've never done any testing before.
So the first one would be, if you really wanted to get down and break down on the testing, I would go to ewg.org. The first one, you go in there and you can go test your tap water through a database. And with that database, you put in your zip code. It'll pull up all the all the water companies in there, if they're private or whatever, and they have to give a report back. So they've grabbed all that data, and that tells us what's in there. The one issue with that is you don't know really how long it's been since they've tested. There's a lot of loopholes they have through there, and the chlorination and everything is crazy. Just because it's safe doesn't mean it's legal, or just because it's legal doesn't mean it's safe. So, we just got fluoride removed from a lot of our waters, and we're figuring that out. So then if you really wanted to go down the rabbit hole, you could go down to IATMO, and that's where you really get the real testing. NSF is kind of the big boys pay to play place, and IATMO's more where a lot of the smaller guys go and get the same testing. It's all tested by the same testing standards, and you just got to be careful of some of the testing standards because it's just about the material or whatever. It's not actually what it does, the reduction rate of what the filter does. So those are a couple there. As far as the people that need to understand that they have it in there, man, we need the soccer moms. We need to get them understanding what they've been lied to. And that's a really hard one. We all think everything's green and good and safe, but it's not. And I was just at the grocery store, in a grocery outlet, big restaurant supply place. And I did find PFAS-free plates, PFAS-free to-go stuff. So I grabbed some of them, I bought them, and I've been showing people that I used to be in the restaurant industry, and I'm showing them there's the options. So that's kind of getting it aware. And I think, man, if we could print on those to-go boxes and teach people right there, that would be a very big thing, because then it goes to the freezer or refrigerator, and they got to look at it 2 or 3 times. But then what is the ink made of? What is the, all the things? And we're going to have to give up some luxuries. The Scotch Guard, the Rain-X, the fancy stuff on our tires. There's a lot of stuff that we don't really need, that's polluting us.